Welcome to the Enigma Daily, everybody. Friday edition. And you know how we do around here on Fridays. If you don't, you're about to. We get into biblical prophecies and things like that of the kind of scary nature, if I'm being honest with you. And today we have a very interesting story that's making headlines again. That was really popular about a year ago, but now it's making a comeback for some reason. And it's just dropped a couple days ago. Here's the article right here. And bam, more Euphrates River drama is taking place inside Iraq. Now, what they're talking about recently here is that an invasive plants or bacteria, or they're going back and forth on it. It looks like algae to me, is drying up the rest of the water that was in the Euphrates River. And before you click away, you might not know, if you don't know the importance of the Euphrates River drying up, it has biblical prophecies about it, right? And it's a precursor to, end times revelations on it. The article of this video is going to be in the article of this is going to be in the description of the video. You guys can check it out, but I can give you the quick rundown right now. So, recent satellite imagery has shown that the Euphrates River is it's already slowly dried up in a lot of places with a very light stream coming through it, but it's getting worse and worse and worse in other areas. So bad that it's actually starting to crack and create trenches. Now, the Euphrates River used to be a raging river, massive, right? And it's running dry in several communities across Syria and Iraq, and they're watching the water just retreat. And what it's actually doing in the process, they are finding very strange ancient ruins, gravestones, skeletons. Human remains are not too uncommon, I would think, but in that area, because it was a very violent area all throughout our history. But the ancient ruins and the things of that nature, I find very interesting. And to give you a biblical reference on that, according to Revelation 16:12, I'm going to read this verbatim. The sixth angel poured out his bowl upon the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up to prepare the way for the kings of the east. For centuries, this verse has been interpreted as a sign or a marker, a check mark of approaching judgment. Now, here is where biblical scripture and history and science all come together. Everybody has a different view about why it's happening, but no one is arguing that it's not happening. So the Euphrates River is actually drying up, and it's getting worse and worse year by year. There's several factors that could be causing that. One, Turkey has created several dams damming up the Euphrates River, right? And because of that, it's choked off the water downstream. That's how big the Euphrates River is. It runs through several countries, right? Syria, Iraq, Turkey. And a lot of people are claiming that that's the driving force behind it, a network of hydraulic dams created in Turkey. Now, this has had a pretty drastic effect. Farmers can't farm anymore. Agriculture is done. Livestock is dying. Towns that lived along the Euphrates River are, ghost towns. They're having to flee that area. But no one can argue that this is very eerie, this is the word I'm going to use, very eerie, very, too accurate for biblical revelations for things that's going on in the current Euphrates River. And what people are freaking out is that supposedly there are 4 angels chained underneath the Euphrates River. And when the Euphrates River finally dries up, those angels are released to, wreak havoc on the earth. People have reported hearing strange screams. So the river has actually gone so low in certain places that they found these ancient ruins dug into the side of the steps that go into the side of the river. It's very odd. And people have reported hearing screams, all kinds of wild noises going on, coming out of there. I can't verify that. I didn't use those videos. They were sent to me a long time ago, but I just couldn't really, verify them. So I didn't really put them up there on my main channel. Now, caves and tunnels are being found inside these dried up areas. Ancient ruins are being found inside these dried up areas of the river. And they've actually found gold in these places. It actually created a massive gold rush, literally, about 8 months ago, when they found these gold. So the Euphrates River, especially in the Baghdad area, which is Babylon from the Bible and everything like that, right? Babylon was once the greatest city on the earth. It was a massive city, right? Nebuchadnezzar was ruling over it then, and then Cyrus, I think the third, came in there, took it over after Nebuchadnezzar died and his grandson took place. But it's very strange, and it is very, I would say, interesting to read. And a lot of people go back and forth pointing these things back and forth. Now, there's also another group of people that argue saying that this has already happened. It's already happened once before, because we don't need rivers to dry down for us to cross it and declare war on other people. That's true. We have helicopters, we have airplanes, we have craft that can go right over the river. That's another thing. So I find it all very interesting, and I find it all very strange at the same exact time. A lot of people think that we are currently in Satan's short season and it's about to end. Some people would argue back and forth that it hasn't happened. It all goes back to Tartaria, pre-rapture arguments, all this other stuff that are taking place as we speak. My personal opinion on it, I'd say the jury's still out. I think we're about the fourth seal in the book of Revelations. I don't think we're in Satan's short season. I don't really see any biblical references in my reading, and I've done shows about this, that there actually is a pre-tribulation rapture. I don't see that in there. I don't see it. I've had people come on the show and we've talked about it. I don't see it. I know people argue, they get very defensive about it, saying yes, yes, yes. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If you get raptured out of here, if you don't get raptured out of here, the Bible has been changed. The Galveston Bible is a total heresy, in my opinion. The King James Version Bible, people have pointed out all the times, things have been changed in that Bible as well. So all you can do, and all I can say on this Friday before we go into our weekend, is pray. Don't worry about it. Get up, live every day, glorify Jesus, walk in the faith, live a good life. Don't live in fear. And whatever comes, live in the faith, and I think you'll be okay. However, let me know in the comments what you think. Pre-tribulation rapture, the Euphrates River drying up. Are we in Satan's short season? Throw those down there. Let us know. If this is the first time finding this channel, we are the sister channel of the Ancient Enigma Files. Our format is we go live Monday through Friday, every day at noon, for about 10 minutes to talk about current events going on through the world. As this channel grows, we might go a little bit longer, but right now it's only 10, 15-minute shows. If you're interested in our long form content, then please head over back to the landing page. You'll see the Ancient Enigma Files there. Click on that, go over there, give it a follow, and enjoy. However, we're trying to grow this channel, so please give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like the way the content's going, or you don't like the format, it's okay to give it a thumbs down. Just let us know in the comments the reason why, so we can make adjustments. So anyways, guys, that wraps up this week. Have a good, safe holiday weekend. Don't celebrate Halloween because it's satanic, and we will see you all on Monday.
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.